All right, y'all, we're live, and this is a impromptu live stream. We are celebrating the fact that we hope that we've resolved our internet issues. We do have the Starlink, so we're plugged into the satellites, and hopefully the ping tests have been great. So hopefully it will improve the quality,
hopefully,
of our
that's our hope
broadcasts. And if you are hearing this, you are the resistance. So no, but yeah, so we're plugged in, and I'm hoping that our audio and video is going to be much improved as we continue to work and develop this. But as we enter this new year, I wanted to share a Twitter post with you from Simon Goddick. He's a doctor, and I wanted to share this post with you. I want you to consider something for the new year, that you would change a habit. And I want to encourage all y'all to remove seed oils from your diet, which if you start looking at the packaging and the processing, like you will find soybean oil in
everything,
ice cream. Like they're just poisoning our food system and food supply. And OG. And so I wanted to share this with you real quick. And he has the different highly processed seed oils up here, but the 7 reasons why these are killing you, why they're terrible for your health, I want you to consider it. This is also why you shouldn't eat ultra processed food. But all of these seed oils, and when you go out to eat, most of the time, this is what they're cooking your food in. They're definitely cooking your French fries in this. They're even cooking your steaks, and
everything,
eggs in this.
And this is not medical this is not medical information. So go.
That's a comedy show.
It's very much a comedy show.
We're here to make you laugh, y'all.
Contact your doctor.
We want you to laugh so that you don't cry. So the 7 reasons why seed oils are killing you. 1 is the unnatural extraction process. Unlike coconut and olive oil, which can be extracted through pressing, seed oils like canola, soybean, and corn oil require unnatural methods of extraction. They undergo processes involving high heat and chemical solvents like petroleum, leading to oxidation and the formation of trans fats.
Yummy.
So for all y'all that didn't know, that's where trans fats come from. They literally use petroleum in the rendering of these oils, and then you get these polymers. And that's why if you take the molecule of margarine and you break down the molecular structure of margarine, it's like 1 electron away from plastic. And it's because of these processes using petroleum, which is obviously where they derive plastic from. And it's why this stuff is terrible for you. It's why it's carcinogenic. It's a modern dietary addition. Industrial seed oils are a recent addition to our diet, exploding in consumption from virtually 0 in the early 1900s to 70 pounds per year per person today. This dramatically increase corresponds with a surge in chronic health issues, suggesting a link between seed oil consumption and modern diseases. And one of these oils was developed either during World War I or post World War I, right there in that time. And it was a lubricant. And they just, switched a label on it and said, hey, why don't you try eating this stuff? And so, a lot of these can act as engine oil and different things like that.
Yeah.
Because they're, you wouldn't drink motor oil.
No.
But for some reason, we are consuming 70 pounds per person per year. So you can clearly see how this could be problematic if these things are toxic, and they are literally in 98% of all the processed food you're eating. It's kind of fascinating when you start looking at ingredients and you're like, why is there this type of oil in here? And it's in everything. Omega-6 and inflammation. Vegetable oils are high in omega-6 fatty acids, especially linoleic acid, which is a precursor to pro-inflammatory isoniazoles. These molecules can cause chronic inflammation and contribute to autoimmune disease. The excess the excessive consumption of omega-6 without the balance of omega-3 exacerbates these health issues. Point number 4, oxidative stress and cancer. Studies have shown that diets high in vegetable oils, particularly linoleic acid, lead to oxidative stress, mitochondrial dysfunction, and genetic damage. These factors are instrumental in promoting cancer, with some studies revealing a 4-fold increase in metastasis in diets high in these oils. Point number 5, increased mortality rate. Over a 7-year study, groups consuming high amounts of vegetable oil had a 62% greater all-cause mortality rate compared to those with lower consumption. This risk is more significant than that associated with heavy smoking or obesity. And the other correlation with these types of heavily processed oils is once we started instituting these oils and using them in a major way, that's when obesity in America ratcheted up. So there is definitely a correlation between these types of highly processed oils and obesity and heart disease and all these different things. Point number 6, heart disease risk. The Minnesota coronary experiment found that participants who increased their intake of corn oil and margarine had an 86% higher incidence of heart attacks. Despite lower cholesterol levels, the vegetable oil group had a significantly higher mortality rate from heart attacks.
Wow.
Yeah, so even though they had the boogeyman, the lower cholesterol, they still suffered all these cardiac ailments. So And point number 7, cardiovascular deaths. The margarine study revealed that the group consuming margarine high in linoleic acid from vegetable oils had a 700% higher rate of strokes, 700% higher rate of strokes, heart attacks, and cardiovascular deaths compared to a group consuming omega-3 rich fish oil. This stark difference underscores the health risks of high vegetable oil consumption. So remember, y'all, you are what you eat. All right.
Guess so.
And we do not know or understand the long-term health effects of these industrialized, highly processed seed oils, because relatively speaking, just in the last 100 and 120 years or so, they've been introduced to our diet. So as we enter and head into this new year, if you want to make a change for the better, hey, Mike, how you doing? If you want to make a change for the better, we want to encourage you to eliminate seed oils from your diet. We're having incredible success on carnivore. We're 200 days in. We might do an update video on that. But a lot of these doctors as well, they always point out the dangers and the poison that seed oils are. So entering into 2024, we want to encourage y'all to cut out the seed oils and then to obviously grow your own food, be involved in the process, know what you're eating, know what you're putting in your mouth, and you are what you eat, y'all.
Yeah, definitely. I think with seed oils too, if you look over to Homestead Hal, Carrie over there, he's like highly allergic to seed oils.
I think those people are.
He gets like depressed after severely depressed after having consumed seed oils. And I think that's a cause of a lot of people's depression, you know, and then they take drugs.
And a lot of people don't know that they're poisoning themselves with it until they eliminate it or remove it from their diet. Yeah. And then they can immediately see it because when you add it back in,
oh, wow.
And it hits you like a freight train. Yeah, like a freight train. So that's why we continue to tweak our diet. We eat a lot of eggs, and now I'm tweaking my eggs. I might be eliminating eggs for a while, just eating red meat. Just want to see how I can continue to improve.
You're going to stop consuming eggs as soon as our chickens now that our chickens exploding. Are laying
25 eggs a day.
What the heck?
Now I'm going to stop eating a dozen or two eggs a day.
There was like a little cold snap. And then now we're just having beautiful weather down here, 60, 70 degree weather here. And it's almost going to be 2024 here. in about a week or so, and the chickens think it's spring, and they're laying like it's spring. It's crazy.
Cranking.
Yeah.
And now I'm gonna tweak this and keep adjusting it until I hit optimal, till I feel optimal.
Yeah.
I just noticed when I was eating a lot of red meat on the cruise, I noticed a significant drop in my inflammation, and I wasn't doing as much eggs. So I'm going to try that again to see if my inflammation continues to decrease. Because I just feel it in my neck and in my back. And
yeah, me and you just had a push-up challenge.
We did just have a push-up challenge. It went pretty good for two people with left broken wings. And
my shoulder will be 100% healed,
Lord willing,
in like a week, I think.
There you
go.
By the first.
Yeah, by the 1st.
There you go.
January. That's when the doc said it'll be 100% healed. So that's super exciting.
Praise the Lord.
Yeah.
So I hope y'all have a great. I hope y'all are at least getting some time off work or whatnot.
Yeah.
And you have a great time together as a family. We're having a blast here.
Yeah.
And we're enjoying the weather.
Enjoying the new internet.
We're enjoying the new internet. So hopefully y'all,
we can actually do stuff now.
Yeah. I got a lot of interviews lined up. So hopefully it will improve the audio and video quality of the podcast and everything else we do. And it won't be like wanting to smash your head through a wall. Our internet has been so bad.
So bad.
But meat and fish food is inflammatory to the human body.
False.
I would disagree with that.
I would do some research on that.
I would anecdotally try eating just meat and see what happens to your inflammation, because I have experienced the exact opposite.
If you would just eat straight beef for 30 days, I promise you, you will feel 1,000,000%
Rabbits eat leafy greens. And there's no reason to ever eat a leafy green.
Cows eat greens.
I used to eat lots of leafy greens and it didn't help. So
no,
that's for me. Everybody needs to figure out their own.
There's a lot of
formula
propaganda around vegetables.
There's a lot of Loma Linda propaganda and SDA and Ellen White and all the good stuff.
Because it's very
Kellogg.
It's very cheap to make.
And it fits a narrative.
Yeah.
There's the vegan narrative, and then there's the bug narrative, and the eat your, like, be vegan and do all that stuff is all about.
What would be some great people for them to look into?
I think
some great content.
Dr. Ken Berry has lots of great information. Dr. Anthony Shafee.
Yep.
There's lots of doctors now that are coming to the realization that a low carb diet is healing and is anti-inflammatory and is age reversing and all these different things. And we're 200 days eating animal-based products, and we have just experienced an inordinate amount of healing. And prior to that, for those that don't know, we were very much like a Whole Foods, gluten-free,
organic,
whatever, and
no dairy,
no dairy-free,
sugar-free.
We didn't have, we weren't experiencing health. We were just, it wasn't fun, and we chalked it up as like old age or getting older or whatever, and it was what we were eating, and for whatever reason, when you eat an animal-based diet.
This is the other crazy thing too. We were like vegan and everything, and everybody just started having terrible teeth problems.
Or plant-based, if veganism bothers you,
plant-based. And everybody, we all started having real bad dental stuff for several years straight. We've all went to the dentist in the last like 30 days or so, and I had 0 cavities. The last time I went, I had like 3 or so, and it was so random because I had never had a cavity until we went plant-based, and then I went plant-based, and then I had the same routine.
And I never went plant-based and never had any cavities.
Exactly. And then all the little ones had totally rotten teeth, like
crazy
cavities on top of cavities, like 3 or more cavities per tooth. Like they've never seen, like the dentists there have never seen cavities so bad. And it's because the kids were mostly plant-based. Now, since they've been going carnivore, they want one of them had absolutely no cavities, which was a big blessing. The other one had a very small cavity that was actually like healing or whatever. So really, really good stuff.
The whole dentist thing, it's very revolutionary.
Yes.
It has revolutionized our going to the dentist. It's
and
as
my
scary.
dentist that I learned, I told him I went carnivore, and then I learned that he was carnivore too. And he said, dude, it's totally going to fix all of your teeth problems, which I never had bad teeth. But absolutely, the carnivore diet totally works, and it's life-changing if you have like jacked up teeth or if your teeth aren't looking so good. Yeah.
All right, y'all. Well, thanks for hanging out. I hope the quality's better. Mike wanted to know, we're in Northeast Texas, so we're up, we're east of Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
So I know where Lubbock is. Sun is in Austin. All right, y'all. So I hope you all have a great day. We'll probably be back on now that we can actually live stream unencumbered.
Yeah.
We'll probably.
Benjamin said, I have tons of energy now and much less body aches. Yep. Yeah, it's awesome.
Do we toast our grains? We no longer eat grains. We're 200 days grain free.
Grain free, baby. Yep.
So
no toastings of the grains. No more grains. Grains are really, really bad for you.
How's the washing of teeth? I'm not sure what the washing.
The washing of teeth.
You mean like brushing your
brushing
teeth?
Teeth?
Pretty simple.
Excellent. Yeah. Subpar.
I don't even feel like I need to brush my teeth that much because my teeth feel clean.
I know you don't really feel like guilty. Like, you know, you would have like desserts all the time, every night.
Didn't really want this to turn into a carnivore stream.
I know. And then normally you would go to bed and you'd be like, I really got to brush my teeth to get the sugar off my teeth, you know, or whatever. And now when you're just eating just meat, you're like, oh, it's just meat on my teeth. So, and it doesn't feel like plaque builds up on your teeth anymore. That was a big time. Like if I would go without brushing my teeth for one day, it'd feel like all my teeth were built up with plaque. Nasty stuff. People out there probably dealt with it too.
That's true.
But that's the one thing I just thought about. And I was like, oh yeah, I don't deal with that anymore as plaque buildup. Yep. So anyway, we're not going to turn this into a carnivore live stream. We'll save that for another day. But
we'll save that for the 200th.
That's today.
That's
today, actually. Yeah. Today is 200 days carnivore.
And we're all suffering from scurvy, so it's terrible. But but we feel really good. We just have, true. And we did just get a really good report back from the dentist. So, but all right, y'all. Y'all have an awesome day, and we'll see y'all in the next video.
All right, see y'all later. Bye-bye.